Hey guys, People Close Gamers back to react to The Flash Season 2 Episode 18 vs. Zoom. So, if you're just coming over from the other reaction I had to Episode 17, yes, clearly I am wearing the same clothes. I'm watching episodes back to back here because I've been very behind on my TV shows. So stick with me here. It's just that crazy end of the semester of college. I've been super busy. So in a couple weeks, I'll be done and I can try to get out reactions. I should be able to get out reactions like that night or the next day. I should get them out a lot quicker. So stick with me until I catch up there. But last time here on The Flash, which was for me 20 minutes ago, sometimes there is a benefit of letting these pile up so I can just binge them all in a row. So last time, a very awesome, crazy episode, a mind-blowing episode of Barry going back in time, meeting Wells, who's actually Ian Barthon, talking to him how to get faster, it affecting the whole timeline, the time wraith, which was fucking awesome. All this crazy shit happened now. Maybe Harley out the way is a friend to them in the current time. All this stuff is awesome. So, are we gonna get more of, you know, what is going on here in the timeline? Like, you know, Zoom's ultimate goal is, you know, he gonna pull an arrow and take over the city? Like, is he just trying to kill Barry? We're gonna find out stuff there. I also just want to know how the team, obviously they're gonna hate him, but how they're gonna react with him coming back. Even if he has the mask on the entire episode, they know who's under it, so that would be really interesting there. Even though it might actually not be Jay, maybe I'm still holding out hope that the real Jay Garrick isn't dead and he's actually the man in the metal mask, but we don't know. Maybe we'll get those answers here as we're gearing up here towards the end of the season. I can't wait to see an episode like this, to see this dynamic. I also, with an episode like this, I wonder where the Supergirl episode fits in the timeline, because you would think in a Flash episode, they're going to have to mention that, even an offline, that, hey, I met this person, or hey, I went to a different Earth. They're going to have to mention that. So is it going to be, you know, now with the flashback, which debuted, I think, after the Supergirl episode or whatever, so it didn't really fit in the timeline. Now that this all fits in, is this where the Supergirl episode fits in, or is it later in the season? I'm very interested to know that, and if you know the answer, let me know down below. So without further ado, here we go.
For who I've become today.
Oh wow, little Iris. That's weird. I don't think we've seen that yet.
Not everyone gets that kind of support. Without it, I don't know where I would have ended up.
Yeah, did they know each other beforehand? You would have to think. You know, before his parents died? Or too many years ago. Okay. Oh, are we getting a Zoom flashback? That would be awesome. He's gonna beat his wife in front of him? That's fucked up, man. No wonder this kid's fucked up. Oh, maybe he killed his fucking mom in front of him. Holy shit. That's some dark shit. That's what people thought happened to Barry, but at least it was someone else that killed his mother, even though his father was there. To see your own father kill your mother in front of you? The orphanage here. And for first, it was like he was pulling up to Wayne Manor, but that's not how it is. Holy shit.
Hunter Sullivan.
Yep. So, alright, so he's got that on now.
I feel that.
So, that would line up with the Supergirl stuff. He's gonna, holy shit. Oh, there's a shot from the trailer. Oh, shit. So he went into a different world right there. Is that Supergirl?
Oh, you're not gonna let that happen. Gosh, I wish I'd known that. You don't understand. Zoom is different than us. Zoom is not tied to
He thinks different.
Zoom does not care for anyone.
He has no weakness. Because of awkward. Come on, guys. You're just dancing around each other and you both know it.
Man, I love it when you train in Keystone City.
Hey, you sticking around after dinner? Me and Wally are gonna watch Formula One.
So got good pizza from Keystone City. He's gotten pizza from Coast City before. Benefits of a speedster.
Any ideas?
Well, the best plan we've come up with so far is to set off a nuclear warhead next to the city's electrical grid.
Oh!
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that, Cisco.
I thought of something though.
Yeah, let's go with whatever Barry's idea is.
You know about Sister 2 is you.
There you go. That's a twist that maybe Cisco and Reverb, his doppelganger, they're the key to the entire multiverse. That is a crazy revelation there. Definitely better than trying to set off a nuclear warhead next to the power grid of the city. Let's not go with that idea.
I'm not him.
Okay. Later, Joe.
He was gonna say like Harrison Wells. Not that guy. Said shut that shit right down. He's gonna tell him that he doesn't want Barry going back there. And if you want to protect your daughter, protect yourself, protect your world, Wells, you'll do it. This Wells is an upstanding man. He'll do it. Well, we know the other Wells, but you know what I mean. Open it up, Siska. Opening and closing it, that could be a way also he gets back to Supergirl next season, you know, if that show gets renewed. Because he can then open breaches in other worlds at will. That's really awesome. There you go, Cisco. Is that Christ on Infinite Earths? Oh shit, Zoom. He probably could sense a breach opening. Holy shit, this is not good. Oh, he's at the Children's Hospital on his Earth. Holy fuck, he could sense it.
Keep coming, Cisco. Keep coming.
He was just waiting for an opportunity. So he can't open the breaches, he can sense them. But Zoom, maybe I thought early in the season, other people thought he can't actually open them himself. There you go. Have one comic book relationship work out this goddamn week. Spoilers for Arrow.
Traveled through time.
That's it. Now he'll be there for you.
Be there.
That's what friends do.
Every step of the way with you.
Exactly. Help him learn his
You got
powers.
something that Raver've never had, and that's
A friend.
Caitlin and Joe and Iris and Wells and me. Friends. We're gonna look out for you.
Exactly.
And we're more than just friends. We're your family.
There you go. Supporting
Like I
cast.
said, ready to put those things on again, go another round?
The moment you do that, though,
Let's do it.
Zoom is coming through that other side. And I'm so scared that they don't know that. Because you're not going to go looking for him or anything else. He's right there waiting as soon as it's open.
Hunter Zolman was a convicted serial killer.
Oh, shit. Wow, he looks like he's a psychopath.
Jay.
Maybe that's him.
No. Electroshock.
There's the mask. So that's Zoom, probably. It's Hunter.
Review.
There's the mask. So you gave a serial killer, a psychopath already, superpowers. Horrible combination. Yeah, there's your tachyons. Unlucky that it chose him, unless it purposely chose him. And also, it's in that children's hospital that is on Earth 1 that Cisco was trying to open the breach in. So on the other side, this place has some sort of importance to him. To where Zoom was created. Wow. Crazy. That is insane. Cool origin.
So you aim it, and then you pull the trigger.
Smart ass.
I don't know if they expect him to come, or they expect to go find him. There he is. Holy shit, guys. Barry's apparently got that tachyon device, but it's smaller. That's a cool shot of Zoom. It's like a reverse flash shot. Very cool. We haven't seen that yet. So, like, he put it on. He put it under the symbol. Very cool.
Here they come.
Ah. They're flashing back to his past. Wow. That's a deep way to cut into him. That was his dad and everything else. That's smart. Use it against him. Because you could use his past against him. His mother. He probably hasn't thought about that since it's happened. Definitely since he's become Zoom, he hasn't really thought about that. So it's distracting him. Damn. Pretty good, Barry. Good plan, you and the team.
How many lives you destroy trying to get it?
No.
How many people you kill? No, I don't.
Exactly.
Feeling was taken from me a long time ago.
He's being truthful. Barry, you've been there.
We're not so different, you know.
He's the opposite of what you could have become.
Kids,
He's what you could have become.
you could have just as easily become me.
Exactly.
No. What did you just say?
Wow. That is cool. That he's got some power. Wow. He took the mask back. That is awesome. He's got some deep, dark matter energy in him, it looks like. Damn. He knew it. He didn't expect Barry to do the trap he did, but he's powerful enough to get out of that. That was such a badass moment, guys. Nope, but he definitely left a sign for him, didn't he? Kind of like Reverse Flash left the knife in Iris's picture. Your speed for Wally. You can fight him again. You're just as fast as he is. Go over to Earth 2 and fight him. This is risky, Barry. I hope they have another plan up their sleeve, because if he gives his speed up, I understand you save Wally, he gives his speed up, it's all over. Zoom will just probably kill you all anyway.
I'm gonna knock that smug expression clean off your face.
I hope you get the chance, Wells. Because right now, Hunter's got you all.
Who's the man in the iron mask?
He ain't gonna tell him.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Cool.
Charade.
Keep us guessing a little longer.
Just like the Flash, to give people hope, Detective. Hope. So I can rip it away from them.
Wow. That's dark. Ah.
You're a monster.
That's a callback to his mother, what his mother said to his father. That dug at him a little bit. Barry, I understand Wally's life and everything else, and everyone else's life, but you were strong enough, or almost strong enough, to fight him now. You could try, instead of doing this. Holy shit. Cool graphics. Damn.
Flash.
Jay, stop! Please.
Cool. He's got the power.
Anything you ever...
Wow, that took everything in her. She's normally not like that. Oh shit! He took Caitlin. And you can't do a damn thing about it, Barry, because you don't have any fucking speed. Holy shit. Alright guys, so that was my reaction there to Season 2, Episode 18 of The Flash vs. Zoom. So, holy shit. This was an insane episode. It was, at first, it started off a little slow. And again, I don't have problems with that as long as you give us meaningful things to string us on. And I think it did. I think we saw the development of Cisco's character and kind of, to have Rebirth power, his powers. We've seen a little bit of the relationship with Wally and how that's growing. We've seen Barry growing with his power, so I was fine with that. But then to get Hunter Zolomon, Zoom's backstory, to confirm that it's Hunter Zolomon, and to see the things he's gone through, that was great. What an episode. What I don't understand is they just afraid of Zoom attacking Wally again or attacking any of them? Because Barry, he was able to trick him. He was getting just as fast as Zoom. So why couldn't he just fight Zoom? Why did he have to give up his speed? If you have any thoughts on that or any explanations that I just didn't pick up on in this episode, let me know down below. But that was my only, not gripe or problem with the episode, just a little bit of confusion there of why that was the case. But great to see that Cisco, or, Reverb, but now Cisco was kind of the key to the multiverse, that he can open up portals seemingly without mentioning it, which I don't like. Maybe that's because of a CBS thing or something else. I don't know, even though they own CW. Seemingly he didn't mention meeting Supergirl or anything. I'm assuming him going from that one portal to the other portal and saying, how long was I gone? That right there was him traveling to Supergirl and back. So we'll see if they bring that up in future episodes. I don't think they will, unless Supergirl gets renewed and they do another crossover every year. I think that's the only time that's going to be brought up, unfortunately. But, it was good to see that little tie-in there. Hunter's backstory, very awesome. I think it was nice. Again, a classic villain-hero dynamic of saying, almost like the Punisher or the Joker, right? You're one bad day away from being me, right? And that's true. Barry and Hunter's story here, the way they're crafting it, because this is not really how it was in the comic books. Hunter, I think, was, if I'm not mistaken, was kind of a friend of Wally in the comics, wasn't he? And he kind of liked the Flash, and then an accident made him paralyzed, and he begged the Flash to help him either go back in time or give him something to heal him, and then that's what made him, he tried to recreate the accident until he became Zoom, and that's what made him hate him. So it looks like they're taking a little bit of a different perspective here, but I have no problem with it. It looks like he has dark matter in him, I think is what they described it. Him saying you can't lock up the darkness and having the eyes turn. Oh, that was awesome. That was such a badass moment. Just seeing his absolute smugness, Wells commenting on that, I'm going to knock that smug look off your face one day. So awesome to see that. It was just great to have his, demeanor. Teddy Sears played a great job. We got the answer that it was a time remnant. Is the person that he went back and he said, yeah, it took a long time for me to convince him, but he agreed with my plan. That was fucking crazy. I think that was fucking awesome. Obviously, taking Caitlyn at the end was a big deal. Barry has no speed now. Now we know Barry obviously is going to get his speed back because not only because this is called The Flash, but we know, spoilers for Arrow, the most recent episode, letting you know now, Laurel's dead now. We know at her funeral, Barry shows up with his super speed. He speeds in and out, zooms in and out, no pun intended. So we know he gets his speed back. So seemingly next episode, he's going to have his speed back. But it looks like from the promo, he's going to have to deal with a villain, a meta, without his powers. And then he'll probably get it back at the end of the episode. I don't know how he's going to get back. Maybe he'll have a tiny remnant because he's the Flash. He's the most pure user of the Speed Force. Barry is, even though technically Wally could use it to its strongest ability. But anyway, it's getting off topic. But if he has a tiny bit of it in him, maybe he can start growing it and growing it back. I assume it's going to be something along those lines, or they suck it out of Zoom. I don't know, but it was cool seeing the effect of it going all over his body when he put Barry's Speed Force into him and seeing the eyes kind of go like red-black and the lightning cross his eyes. Absolutely awesome graphics. Great job there. This episode reminds me a lot of episode 19 of last year, I think it was. Was it 19? 19 or 20. I think it was, 19 or 20. Probably both of those, where they were figuring out who Harrison Wells was and his backstory of really being Eobard Thawne, and then the episode of The Trap, where he kind of came out and said, hey, I'm the Reverse Flash, I'm always all these steps ahead of you, things like that. Reminded me a lot of this episode. Well, guys, that's my thoughts here on episode 18 versus Zoom of The Flash of Season 2. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Did you like the episode? I really loved this episode. Did you view more as a setup episode? Did you have problems with the episode? Is there any Easter eggs I missed from the episode and anything I didn't catch? What do you think is going to happen here in the back part of the season? Obviously, do not give me any spoilers. I don't want episode synopsises. I know in the past a couple of people have commented below the next synopsis of the episode. Please, I ask you, please very much, do not do that. I don't want to know that because it makes me more excited, and it also makes the reaction here more authentic if I do not know at all what is coming. Like, I didn't know the Laurel death was coming, but I did know the big grave death was in that episode, so that kind of took a little bit of the juice out, for me, because the whole episode I'm waiting, all right, is it Diggle? Is it Lance? Because I thought it was only the two of them were the only two options, and bang, it was Laurel. So it was a surprise, but I still knew a death was coming. So please do not let me know any future things, down below. Just give me your predictions, your thoughts, what you think's, going to come here for this season. What do you think's going to happen next episode? Do you think there's going to be any great conversations between Caitlyn and Zoom? How do you think that's going to go? We're going to delve more into the backstory of Zoom Hunter Zolomon. And what do you think we could see there? What do you think some great scenes we could see going forward? How do you think Barry's going to get back his speed? Because obviously he's going to get it back. But how do you think that's going to work? Does he have some remnants in him? Does he take it back from Zoom? And, how is he going to stop him? And what's the future of Barry and Iris, I guess, together on the back burner? It's a separate issue, but it's still something to talk about. Let me know all your thoughts there on the episode down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends if you'd be so kind, and until next week of The Flash, thanks for watching.